Thank you all for participating in this activity and making the user group community day a roaring success. Can we have a loud round of applause for all yourself? And we'd love to see you or most of you back next year. Hopefully, we'll be talking about something other than AI next year. And to conclude today's session, the two mysterious gentlemen who are not so mysterious after the first session, can we have Sid and Hakkeem on stage, please?
Hello. We know it's all started with the mystery of who the two of us were, and you instantly found that out. This is our time to come together and thank all of you and also get reminded of all the sleepless nights that we have had collectively as a group. But that would be incomplete if I don't call the third other person who's had equal number of sleepless nights, which is Dijeesh. If you are here, can you come up to the stage, please? All right. We took a quick count of whoever was there for 4 community days, 5 community days. This was for us to see how new the audience has been. For everybody who's been here for 5 years, they probably realize that there's so much more involved in putting this event together that starts months ago, right? And there are so many invisible forces that you don't even get to see during the days of the events. So very unconventionally, non-traditionally, we wanted to start by thanking them and then get to talk about what happened today and all the other people that were involved today. We have a long list, but we'll go through this very soon. If you've ever been here, including this community day, and if you've loved how the event has looked and felt over the years, the credit goes to Sandeep and his team from Kerava Events. I don't know if Sandeep is here anywhere. If you can raise your hands if you're here. Maybe not, but we'll catch him later on. But they've been doing such an amazing job all the 5 years, getting everything looking really good. They do crazy experiments every time, including the curved screen that you see behind me. So we had to really start there. Then for all of you who bought your tickets at the very last minute and gave us a very hard time in getting your ID cards printed, there have been people who have overworked to get that printed. So special shout out to this organization called Jerry's, specifically their White Lab branch, because they worked 3 hours extra to get those ID cards printed, and we wanted to give them a shout out. We recorded your decibel levels, remember, in the morning, and we want you to match that for one last chance. Please keep the applause going. For Jerry's White, keep that applause going, please. Thank you. And then if you have been that person who's collected the swag that we've been giving for all the years, and if you've loved that, that comes from this organization called 12D, which is led by Dominic. Another round of applause for them, please. We've been literally living on this platform called Confa for all the tickets that we sell, everything that we do. I'm sure you got multiple emails from us even today. That comes from this team led by Ganesh and several other people that I'm sure you've met at other AWS events that you go to. A huge round of applause for them as well. Thank you so much. And then before I pass it on to Hakkeem, one last organization that I want to thank is Holiday Inn themselves. We've been doing this event for several years now at this exact place. They've been such an amazing group to work with. You've probably seen them rush inside to split this into 2 different tracks and a lot more that they do throughout the day, including the food that gets served, right? If you've loved the food, if you've loved everything that they've been doing, please give them a round of applause as well. And with that, Hakkeem is now going to thank everybody that you saw around today.
So talking about today's event, so let's start with Divya Rajan, who was here in the morning to give the welcome address, and she had to leave immediately. But on behalf of the AWS User Group, we thank Divya Rajan for giving the welcome address. And next, the core of the event lies with the keynote address, which was given by the 2 experts from AWS who traveled all the way from Bangalore to Kochi to deliver a wonderful session. First, I would like to thank Ananya and then Abhijit, who delivered an awesome session on the latest techs that AWS has been using regularly. And then next, we would like to thank the speakers who made the event the most successful. So we had 20+ speakers who traveled from different parts of the country to Kochi to completely share their knowledge in spite of all the, even the last minute flights, everyone know the flight issues that has been in the recent days. So we would like to thank all the 20+ speakers who has been here, who has shared their extensive knowledge with all the audience. And even to some of the requests that were in the last schedules, they had been cooperating really well. So I really thank all the 20+ speakers who has been here. And apart from those speakers, there has been a bunch of amazing folks who have put their maximum effort to submit their CFP. Unfortunately, due to some restrictions, we could only select finite number of sessions. So huge kudos to all the people who had put their effort to submit the CFP. And finally, there has been a bunch of sponsors who stand as a strong support, who has been able to make this event to give you the best experience. So starting off with the platinum sponsors, I would like to thank Elastic, Sudo Consultants, and Stack. And within this, I would like to give a special mention to Someshwaran from Elastic, who has been wearing multiple hats, sometimes as a speaker, as a workshop trainee, and as a sponsorship representative to help us during all stages of this sponsorship talks. And then I would like to thank Sandeep from Handstack and Jeevan, Sandeep, and their team of Handstack, who has been standing as a strong pillar of support for ACD Kochi for the last few years. And next, talking about the gold sponsorship, we had Maffair, who has been supporting us for the first time, and we had a good experience with them. And talking about the silver sponsorship, we had Abilitics, Nubinix, and Saints and Masters, who has been also a good, who has been a great support for the event. So finally, to conclude my talk, I would like to thank all the speakers who has been, not the speakers, all the audience who has been here from the morning to the evening. So it's you who make this event completely successful. So I'm not only thanking the attendees of this event, also the attendees who has been regularly attending the meetups of AWS User Group, because it is you who make us motivated to do this event, to make a community day, to gather all the community members who has been attending all the meetups, to create a day that reunites all the community members in the day, that too at the end of the year. So a huge shout out to all the attendees who have spent their entire day today, and see you next year.
And finally, thanks to these two new human AI bots. Actually, all the works, everything you have seen today, you have experienced today, all the hard works goes to these two and the whole other ACD Kochi team here. If you guys can, please come on stage. Idara. Actually, now only I realized we have this much of people. Anyways, this is the entire crew behind this amazing event. Thank you. And thank you. So until next year, thank you.
I'm sure all of you remember that you have a gift coupon in your pocket somewhere. Please remember to collect that from the registration booth that's outside. Please cooperate with our volunteers who are in there. It's going to get a little crowded, but be patient, they'll get you that. But that's all. Thank you so much.